There's a big difference between a bag that's full and a bag that's actually useful. So today I want to talk about the 15 items that's actually worth carrying in your bag. And I think the reason most of us end up with bags that are overflowing is because we add things in over time and we never take anything out. A receipt here, a loyalty card there, a spare this, a just in case that, and before you know it, you're carrying around 3 pounds of stuff you don't need. So I want to introduce a different way of thinking about this. Instead of asking, what if I need it someday, start asking, has this earned its place? Every item in your bag should be something you genuinely use, or something that solves a real problem you've actually faced. Not a hypothetical one, a real one. So let's get into the 15 things that actually made the cut. Okay, first up, and this one might sting if you're attached to your wallet, a slim card holder instead of a traditional wallet. I transitioned to this a while ago and it is genuinely one of the best changes I made. A big wallet doesn't just take up space, it also gives you permission to hold on to cards you don't need. Every loyalty card, every old gift card, every membership, they all pile up. What I carry now is just the essentials: license, my main card, a backup, and a little folded cash. That's genuinely all you need. Most loyalty programs are on your phone now, and if you're worried about a specific store, take a photo of the card and leave the physical one at home. The space you free up by ditching the bulky wallet is enormous. Number 2, your phone. And yes, I know this one's obvious, but I'm including it because where it goes in your bag matters. Your phone should live in a dedicated spot, not rattling around loose with your keys and sunglasses. Because a scratch screen is an expensive mistake that's so easy to prevent. If your bag doesn't have built-in organization, even just creating a soft divider or keeping your phone in a slim sleeve makes a difference. The goal is that you can reach in and grab it without looking every time. Number 3, keys. But I don't just mean carry your keys, I mean carry them contained. If you've ever fished around at the bottom of your bag for your keys while standing at your front door in the rain, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Loose keys are a problem. They scratch your phone, they get lost in the lining, and they make every bag search take twice as long. I keep mine in a small key pouch. It's one of those things that seems so minor until you do it, and then you can't imagine going back. My key pouch lives on the outside of my bag or in an easy access pocket, always. The one exception is when I'm driving and then it goes in the car, but otherwise it's on me every single time. Number 4, sunglasses. Now, being in Australia, these are non-negotiable for me most of the year. But here's where I want you to think differently. Ditch the hard case. I know they feel protective, but a hard case eats up a ridiculous amount of bag space, especially if you carry a smaller bag. A soft pouch does the same job of protecting your lenses from scratches, and it takes up about a quarter of the space. The only time I'd say keep a hard case is if you're carrying really expensive prescription sunglasses and you're rough on your bag. But for most of us, a soft pouch is more than enough, and the space you save is significant. Alright, now we're getting into what I call the feel-good category. These are the items that aren't strictly necessary for survival, but they make your day noticeably better. And the trick here is keeping them together in a small pouch so they're not scattered everywhere. Number 5, a lip balm with SPF. And I'm specifying SPF because a regular lip balm will moisturize, but it won't protect. Your lips are one of the places sun damage shows up first, and it's such an easy thing to prevent. I keep mine in my Feel Good pouch and reapply throughout the day. Number 6, a tinted lip balm. This is different from your SPF balm. This is the one that gives you a little colour when you're looking a bit tired or washed out. It's not a full lipstick situation, it's just a quick lift. And the beauty of a tinted balm over a lipstick is that you can apply it without a mirror, and it always looks natural. I used to carry 3 or 4 lipsticks at a time, different shades for different moods. You know how many I actually used? Maybe 1. Now it's just the one tinted balm and it does everything I need. Number 7, a mini hand cream. My hands get dry really easily, especially in air conditioning. But the key word here is mini, and also find one that absorbs quickly. There is nothing more frustrating than putting on hand cream and then not being able to touch your phone for 5 minutes. I tested a few before I found one that sinks in fast and doesn't leave a greasy residue on everything you touch. It's a small thing, but having soft hands when you shake someone's hand or pick something up, it just makes you feel a bit more put together. And if you're really tight on space, you can always decant a little hand cream into a tiny container instead of carrying the whole tube. Number 8, mints. This is the smallest, cheapest, lowest effort item on the list, and yet it's the one that has the biggest social impact. A fresh breath confidence boost before a meeting, a lunch, or even just a conversation, it changes how you show up. I keep a small tin in my pouch and just refill it when it runs out. Takes up almost zero space, costs almost nothing, and makes a genuine difference to how confident you feel. Now we're moving into the emergency category. This is the pouch you won't open every day, but when you do need it, you'll be so grateful you packed it. I keep all of those together in a small pouch so they're contained and easy to find. Number 9, a couple of feminine hygiene products. I think a lot of women carry one, maybe, and then they're caught out when they need a backup or when a friend needs one. I keep 2 or 3 in my emergency pouch. It's one of those things where it's better to have it and not need it, and it takes up barely any room. Number 10, a couple of band-aids and a small pack of pain reliever. New shoes giving you blisters, a headache that comes out of nowhere. These are such common problems, and the fix is so small. I've handed band-aids to friends so many times because they didn't have one. And the pain reliever, I'm not talking a whole box, just a couple of tablets in a tiny container. The amount of space it takes up versus the problem it solves is a no-brainer. Number 11, a mini sewing kit. And before you picture one of those bulky little tins, the ones I'm talking about are genuinely pocket-sized. A few needles, thread in basic colours, a couple of buttons, tiny scissors, and a safety pin. That way, whether it's a button that's popped off, a hem that's come loose, or a strap that won't stay put, I've got everything I need in one place. I used one at a restaurant once when a button popped off my shirt right before lunch. Ducked into the bathroom, stitched it back on in 2 minutes, and nobody knew. The safety pins are for the moments when you don't have time to stitch. A quick pin and you're sorted until you get home. Number 12, a travel size perfume. I'm not carrying a full bottle, that's heavy, it's bulky, and it's risky if it leaks. A travel size or small atomizer gives you that midday freshen up without any of the downsides. A quick spritz and you feel like you've just gotten ready, even if it's 3 in the afternoon and you've been running around since 9. This is one of those items that feel indulgent, but it's actually practical. Smelling fresh affects how you feel and how confident you are, and the travel size means it fits into the pouch with everything else. Number 13, a portable charger, but not one of those heavy power banks that weighs as much as the phone itself. I'm talking about one of those compact lipstick sized ones that gives you just enough charge to get through an emergency. A quick boost, not a full recharge, but enough to keep you going. Because here's the thing, your phone is now your wallet, your map, your camera, your everything. If it dies, you're not just inconvenienced, you're genuinely stuck. This tiny charger means that never happens. And because it's small, it doesn't eat up bag space like the bigger ones do. Number 14, earbuds. These barely take up any space, but the difference they make to your day is huge. Whether it's a podcast while you're walking, music on the train, or just blocking out noise when you need to focus, they give you control over your environment. I keep mine in a small case at the top of my bag, in a built-in pocket so they're easy to grab, or in my tech pouch. The key is having a designated spot for them, otherwise they end up at the bottom tangled up with everything else. And by the time you dig them out, the moment's passed. And number 15, a retractable straw. I know, it sounds like a random thing to carry, but once you start using one, you'll never go back. It's a reusable straw that collapses down into a tiny case, and you just pull it out, extend it, and use it wherever you are. Restaurants, cafes, smoothie bars, anywhere that hands you a single-use plastic or paper straw. The reason I love this is twofold. First, it's genuinely better for the environment, and that matters to me. But second, and this is the part that surprised me, it's actually more pleasant to drink from a proper straw than the flimsy paper ones that fall apart after 30 seconds. I started carrying one after I was giving a paper straw at a cafe and it disintegrated into my drink. Now I just pull out my own, and it's a small thing that makes me feel prepared whilst I'm out and about. This is the one thing I'd never give up. It's tiny, it's practical, and it's the item people always ask me about when they see me pull it out. Now I said 15, but I want to add 2 quick bonuses because they're the things that tie all of this together. First, a foldable tote bag. This is a lightweight tote that folds down tiny and clips onto the outside of my bag as a charm. But when you need it, it unfolds into a full-sized bag. Spontaneous shopping, groceries, carrying something bulky, you're covered. It solves the I might need a bigger bag today problem without you actually having to carry one. And second, the thing that makes all of this actually work is a pouch system. Everything I just showed you lives in pouches. Each category has its own. The feel-good items in one, the emergency bits in another, keys in theirs. Each pouch has a job and nothing floats loose. When everything has a home, your bag stays organized on its own. And when you switch bags, you just move the pouches. If you want to see how the whole system works, I did a full video on it, linked up here and in the description. Okay, so that's what I carry, but I think the other half of this conversation is just as important. What I stopped carrying, because sometimes the best thing you can do for your bag is remove things, not add them. So here are 5 things that used to be in my bag and are now firmly out. First, the receipt collection. We all do it. You get a receipt, you shove it in your bag, and it sits there until you clean it out 3 months later. Now I have a simple rule. Receipts go in a small tray at home the same day. Or if it's something I might need to return, I take a photo of it and toss the paper. No more crumpled receipts graveyard at the bottom of my bag. Second, full-sized everything. I used to carry a full-size hand cream, a full-size perfume, a full-size sunscreen. All that bulk and weight for no reason. Travel sizes and mini versions do the exact same job, and your bag is suddenly so much lighter. If you can't find a travel version of something you love, decant it into a small container. Third, the loyalty card stack. I had a stack of loyalty cards that I carried every single day for shops I visited maybe twice a year. I photographed them all, sorted them in a folder on my phone, and took the physical cards out. Fourth, the just-in-case items that never get used. You know the ones, that one thing you keep carrying because what if, and then 6 months go by and you've never touched it. If you haven't used it in 3 months, it doesn't deserve a spot. Let it go. And fifth, trying to make one bag do everything. I used to force my everyday bag to cover work, gym, social, shopping, everything. It was always too full or too empty. Now I have my curated daily bag for normal life, and if I need more capacity, I use the separate tote or backpack for the temporary stuff. My daily bag stays light, functional, and beautiful. So there you go, 15 things that I think every woman should carry, 5 things you could probably let go of today, and 2 bonuses that ties it all together. And the beauty of this list is that none of these items are big or heavy. They're all small, considered choices that add up to a bag that actually works for you instead of against you. I really hope this helped you think about your bag a little differently. What's the one thing in your bag that you'd never give up? I'd love to know. Tell me in the comments because I'm always curious about what other women have figured out that I haven't. If you found this helpful, a subscribe and a like would mean the world. And if you want to see how I organize all of this into a pouch system, that video will be linked in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.